Can you say Killer Dana?
Killer Dana, one of our very, very favorite spots on the entire earth. We're gonna treat you to it today and let you know all the ins and outs of Dana Point, California. I'm Vickie.
And I'm Jim, and we're with the Bishop team, your leading realtors here in Dana Point and Orange County, California.
Dana Point is in the perfect location. It's about 1 hour south of Los Angeles and 1 hour north of San Diego in a beautiful harbor setting.
Bordered by Laguna Beach to the north and San Clemente to the south, Laguna Niguel inland, as well as San Juan Capistrano.
So whether you are looking for a peaceful, serene coastal community or an active and exciting coastal town, Dana Point is an excellent place to call home.
In the 20s, Dana Point was developed into a residential community by Harry Chandler, General Sherman, and a builder, Sidney Woodruff. They named the town after Richard Henry Dana, a sailor and author who visited the area during the 1830s.
Dana Point has a real small town feel and vibe to it. Once you enter into Dana Point and down in the harbor, everyone seems to know each other and laughing and fun and sunshine and just that real small town vibe.
So Dana Point is a city of about 32,000 people. Average age is about 51. Household income is about $110,000. So let's start with the harbor. It's going through a major renovation. Started up $500 million.
All new, like everything's gonna just be beautiful and new with walkways and pathways to get over and down into the water, in the ocean.
At the end of the day, it's gonna be a world-class destination, both tourists as well as for the locals here to come hang out. So some information about the housing here in Dana Point. 62% of the homes are primary residences, a lot of second homes as well as rentals as well.
Lots of different pockets of developments and housing and vibes for the housing in Dana Point as well. I mean, there's right down by the water and the beach, and then a little further inland, like towards the high school.
500 homes a year that'll sell. Average price, and this is as of February 2023, it's about $2.4 million. Average rental, almost $5,000 a month.
And as you get closer and closer to the water, of course, that rental rate or that price of the house goes up. Dana Point is part of the Capistrano Unified School District system. We have our very own high school, Dana Hills High School, which is amazing, and several elementary schools.
The elementary schools include Richard Henry Dana, John Malcolm, Nathaniel Fanning, Stonehill, and Las Palmas. We also have St. Edward's Catholic School, and then Marco Forster Middle School. Weather here in Dana Point is one of the great selling features, so to speak. Lows usually into the 50s in the winter and only into the high 70s in the summer.
I mean, if anybody could call it perfect, it is really the perfect weather.
One thing that's pretty unique about Dana Point is
the whales.
You've got the Festival of Whales that's actually coming up in the spring. Between December and April, you have this migration down in the winter, north in the summer, and you can see them from the land.
Oh yeah.
And then you can also catch one of the great whale tour boats and go out and see them real up close. Another neat thing is the dolphins. There supposedly is more dolphins per square mile here in Dana Point than pretty much anywhere on the planet. So what else can you do in the harbor?
Oh, well, okay. You know, kayaking and paddleboarding are some of my favorites.
See motorboats and sailboats in the harbor.
And in regards to like the sailboats and the paddleboarding and the kayaking, a lot of that takes off in Dana Point down by what's called Baby Beach near the Ocean Institute and the tall ship down there. Very, very easy access if you bring your own kayak or your own paddleboard. It's easy to take off from that area.
So in addition to Baby Beach, you've got Monarch Beach, which is named after the monarch butterfly. Down the way you've got Salt Creek, which is a favorite destination for surfers.
Creek Beach, right next to Strands, both in Dana Point. They do junior lifeguards down there in the summertime.
You've got the Vernacular, which is an incline elevator that takes you up and down from the beach.
The Vernacular is really super cool and fun to go if you have out-of-town guests. Sometimes we know everybody can't walk or, you know, get around as easily, but on that Vernacular, it takes you straight down to the boardwalk at Strands Beach, and it's amazing and beautiful and picturesque, and you feel a million miles away.
Also along the coast, you've got Doheny Beach, or Doho, as it's known by certain locals.
The Beach Boys talk about Doheny Beach. Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me.
Doheny also offers camping. There's camping right there in the sand on the beach. It's a state park.
The camping is actually fantastic. There's fire pits and places that you can walk along there, and then you could play volleyball as well.
Another beach in Dana Point is Capistrano Beach. The water, the setting, the hills behind are just breathtaking views there. So one of the sections of Dana Point is called the Lantern District. The Lantern District has gone through a major renovation the last couple of years. There's still some construction going on. So in addition to all the great beaches, you also have parks and trails that are more inland, including the Dana Point Headlands Trail System, Bluff Top Trail, Salt Creek Park, Heritage Park, Bay Park, Pines, and also the San Juan Creek Trail starts or ends right at Doheny Beach. Now, after all that exercise, sometimes
hungry.
You work up an appetite, and there's some great restaurants. The world famous Chart House is up on the cliffs. Restaurants down in the harbor.
Dana Point has the best event calendar like anywhere.
Let's start off with Festival of the Whales.
Yes.
That's in the spring. Later in the spring, you have the Doheny Blues Festival. You've got the California Wine Festival later in the summer. The Ohana Festival is one of the top music festivals in the US. Also in the fall, you have the Maritime Festival, which is a celebration of California's maritime history. The Ocean Institute hosts that event and has a fleet of historic tall ships that come into the harbor, and they put on like pirate battles and things like that. It's pretty cool.
Dana Point lights up for the holidays. It is such a festive place to come to. Out in front of the harbor, there's like big whales that are lit up with Christmas lights. And you get down into the harbor, they've got the Merry Kiss Me arches that is pretty iconic at this point. Everybody wants to get their pictures taken there. Hopefully today we were able to show you some ins and outs of our beautiful city of Dana Point, which we love so much. Again, I think it's one of the most beautiful places on the planet Earth. So happy to be able to say this is our home and where we live, and boy, aren't we blessed.
So whether you're gonna come visit and check it out as a tourist, or if you're thinking about moving here, give us a call. We'd be happy to share with you further information.
We are your leading realtors in Orange County. I'm Vickie.
And I'm Jim, and we're with the Bishop team.
We'd love and be honored to talk to you soon.